The European Central Bank and the Federal Reserve have recently held their meetings. What's more, economists again see the risks of the banking crisis in the United States. In this light, traders prefer to remain cautious and avoid considerable changes in their trading strategies. At the same time, today a book of important macroeconomic data will be issued. Thus, experts at Eurostat and Statistical Office of the European Union have already published their reports. A decline in the Eurozone retail sales accelerated to 3.8% from a 2.4%. According to the most pessimistic forecast, the indicator should have dropped by 3.2%. Nevertheless, the euro did not show a sharp drop. Instead, it just inched down. The fact is that traders are much more interested in the US Labor Department report. The unemployment rate may climb to 3.6% from a 3.5%. What's more, the number of new jobs in the non-farm sector may add 190,000. Judging by the population, the pace of its growth and economic activity, the US needs slightly more than 200,000 new jobs emergence to support stability in the labor market. In other words, if the forecast come true, it will point to the fact that the situation in the US labor market is getting worse. This, in turn, will spur a decrease in the US dollar. In the midst of the European trading session, we see that the euro showed speculative activity against the US dollar after the publication of the ECB meeting results. Against the backdrop, the price slid below 1.10. However, the situation changed shortly after that. The euro recovered by more than 50% after the recent decline. If the price consolidates above 1.1050, the volume of long positions will rise, thus allowing the currency to reach a new local high of the midterm uptrend. However, the alternative scenario is also possible. In this case, the pair will be trading sideways between the levels of 1.0950 and 1.11. Traders are taking into account both scenarios when making trading decisions. Meanwhile, the number of long positions on the pound sterling increased just after the price rebounded from the earlier broken level of 1.2550. As a result, the midterm uptrend continued and the pair hit a new local high. Under the current conditions, there is a possibility that the current upward trend will become inertial. In the event of this, speculators will ignore a possible technical signal of overbought conditions in the short-term period. If this happens, the pair will continue climbing towards the next resistance level of 1.27. And that's all for now. We continue to learn developments on financial markets. Subscribe to our channel and follow news with us. See you soon.